Քննած կա շապեր։ Այդ զարանիները անենք։
Дядька, ты что, гонишь? Я не буду.
Էս ինչա։ Եվրոպյան չամպիոն կլուբ լկայինի։ Ուր էր։ Էստի ամալը որդ էր։ Word with Mart։ Ահա, Word with։ Թեմատի ամալը կատասնելու գա։ Ուր ես, Word with։ Ուր արա։ Աչկա, ես ինչա։ Случайность целка։ Ոնց իմանամ, որ մեկն արա էսի։ Անդե տալիս է, որ վիտ այս է։ Հոպ, հետ գնալա։ Մլահարի, լեգենդ արա, բախի 1400 տալի արա։ Լավ է։ Որես որ մեկնամ ես։ Թափով էսի վերցենք։
So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway.
Որես խիա բերևից արա։
Pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Որես ինչ արա։
The action has already started. He's on it, can he get away? And it's made its way to him. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Goulet to Beckham. Raul. And it's Serginho. Spain finding their passes.
Որես լեգենդ է լավն։ Խաղը մախ։
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Հələ նա է կախբեր արա։ Լեգենդ չի։
Lofted in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Van Nistelrooy could move up a gear here.
Արա կայնավա,
He's
արա
found the way
կայնավա։
through. Kagawa. So much time and space here.
Վայ լեգենդ
Oh,
արա։
he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves
Որը
the
լավ
contest.
լեգենդ է։
Nicely weighted ball.
Գնա արա։
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifted it to the flank.
Որը լավ արա։
Oh, he's really drilled it.
Goulet clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Լավ լեգենդ արա։
Beckham. Goulet. Kagawa gets into a good position.
Որես ինչ արեց։ Որես ինչ անսովոր արա։
Enjoying the lion's share of possession, but
Արա
nothing to show for
արիստել
it.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter,
Hello.
particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, denies the others
Որես
time and
Բելինգեմը խիա
space.
պաշտպան արա։
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
That's beautifully weighted. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Վայ քեզի լեգենդ։ Hangi?
Spread it left. Well, the idea was a good
Ora
one.
la
The
bala.
execution of it, not quite so.
Hangi?
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Raul. Oh, super find. And the finish! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Distributed tidily. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Wat is geen Oliver Kahn? Is baie ja paaspanner.
Beckham is always looking to play quality balls. Van Nistelrooy. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's got away. It's a pretty loose pass.
Wat is Charles, sorry.
This looks promising.
Right is bang.
That's been slipped through. Oh, nicely intercepted. Raul. Well seen.
Listen.
Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Van Basten. Kagawa. Goulet. That is good alertness.
Geen mal dit sap.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Kagawa is having a shot! Oh, taken with style! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Legende Sinches.
There was no getting to that. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Spain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Ora?
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Cherubini.
Cherubinas mara.
Spain looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Tries to play it through. He's shifting through the gears here. He has a shot, surely! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Cherubini. Spread out to the left.
I love it. Wat is voetballistiek, That's it.
Out to the left it goes. He's found a way past.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Good ball, good take. Skillfully cut out. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. How to look back on the first 45 minutes?
Spain certainly can feel happy about how things have gone.
Legend, man.
Now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal.
They need to
keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Spain go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And the shot! Yes! And he is just ripping it up. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Raul. And it's Alik-GAMING. And he was quick to react. Can he spark a counter here? Kagawa. He's in a great position here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. So what can they make of this? Can he finish? Keeper's got his work done.
There's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
And he's managed to get free. Shapes to shoot! No mistake! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. How very smart. He just got it right.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Spain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every...
Oh, shooting chance! Kagawa, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Now it's Kagawa. He's picked his way through. And this is Van Basten. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And he's there to belt it away. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And he's lost his man here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
Over to the left. Van Nistelrooy. Goulet.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He has found the way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That'll be a throw-in. So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while. Beckham. Costa Curta. It's Kagawa. Into the last quarter of an hour. Goulet. And it's Serginho. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Looking to play him in. That looks a good ball through. Goulet. Can he get it through? Kagawa. That's Van Nistelrooy. Looking for the run. Real chance! It's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And very quickly, the substitute. It's roll! And that's
yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Van Nistelrooy powering forward here. He's a sharp little ball
Hassa
here.
var Jogi.
Oh, they could be caught out here.
Մեջի կարամ խաղաճում, բայց լեգենդ է։ Արա կցեց
The
վերջը։
defence. And he welcomes it in.
Օրա,
That's fabulous. Oh, what a climb! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
ադե պրծծավ է։ Սող մերել են ֆաղցողները։
Nice bit of trickery. He is through here.
3 minutos de descuento.
Van Nistelrooy. And a chance! It's in! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Mr.
They
Ruin,
should just never have
alright,
lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and
That's
fairness
completely
to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Yeah. Արա տա չի
Referee
տվել։
looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Spain just a thrill to witness here.
Ուսի մեկ։ Մատ Յամալին վերջան կապը։ Յամալիկին։ Ինչքան մնաց 1560։ Այս մեկ էլ մի հատ է ու всё։ Ու մտնենք դիվիզիոն։
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
Աբրես
That could spell
լեգենդ ջան։
trouble. He's just the keeper to beat. Big chance! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Ու լեգենդ չի արա
We
բեր։
knew what was coming, and he
Make
has
enough.
outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it
Ո՞վ
didn't.
դեղա տալի պասերը։ Լնայ։
Spain
Ara,
breakthrough
khala
nice
leidara.
and early, just as they wanted it. Quality ball. Goulet, out to the left it
No.
goes. And he cuts out the supply. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Kagawa. Looking for the run. Good read, needed to be. And that was very necessary. Serginho.
Ora, ora bounce արա։
Can he get on the end of this? He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Beckham. Spain leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Raul. And here's Van Nistelrooy. And Van
Oh,
Nistelrooy!
no.
Lacking in accuracy.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Alberto Moreno. Kempf. Quarter of an hour played. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what
No,
makes it
miss.
work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
Hey, you make it sound so simple. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. All the way back.
Որս քարտեզը դրա նույն գույնն է նրա չեմ
Costa Curta.
ջոկորնա։
Bellingham. And Mateus. Raul.
Հրնդնայ։
Kakare. Nicely spread. He's got away.
Where is the Arsenal?
Oh, that's a key
Ora.
interception. Great ball.
Lovely.
He's in here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Well,
Yeah.
He read that really well and stopped it.
he has found the way through.
Yeah, he's
Driving
there.
forward. Goulet. And now the breakaway. Tries to play it through. Raul is offering some sort of an apology there.
What is
Yeah, he just
forced
didn't
it
seem to
Alik?
get enough on the pass.
List
Peter, did he?
ara. Lan Beckham'i վիճակ արա։
Raul.
Չեմ կարող խաղալ մոտ։ Հա դուրի չեմ ջոգում ինչ այս ֆայրին։ Օրը նա
He's
ոնց
found the
անցավ։
way through. Beckham is the team's great visionary. Alberto
Well,
Moreno spots it and intercepts. Spain looking to go into the break, 1-0 up.
Օրը լստրանն է յորա։
Oh, Red, nice interception. He's picked his way through. Mateus does really well to win the ball there.
Ոնց է կենտրոն
defending his
պայքարում արա։
corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Kagawa. Can he get it through? Raul plays it in. Ramon attempts a clearance. Turns back here, probably the best option. Ramon. Kempf.
Միջվեցեց արդեն
And
արա։
that'll be the
Մեկ
last
զրեմ,
act of the
դրեմ
first
էսի
half.
ապաշնի է։
There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Spain can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Spain really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Yeah.
And the shot! It's a loose ball.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Ոյ, արա որս։ Արիս չլավ սրանց արա։ Ահ, արա։
Kakare
Կենտրոնը չեմ կարամ ասել։
beyond the defence.
Ուրեմն չեմ ջոգում քարտեզում որ մեկն եմ ես ախպեր։
Mateus. Goulet.
Ուրեմն
Raul.
ինչ ձևա տալի արա։
Most accurate pass. He's found
Նա
a good
դուրի չեմ
pass.
կարամ կենտրոնը անցնեմ։
This looks promising. Well, the defence just about
Ay,
came out on
Alik-GAMING
top, but they were
daf
certainly
stekva.
tested. Now it's Kagawa. Nicely
Shit,
weighted
Kagawa.
ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Spain just about have their noses in front. It is the
Respect
slenderest of
Arsenal.
leads. Kakare opts for safety.
Որը վսի
Your
շպասա
impression so
բռներ։
far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Ազատանյա եմ անում։
They've played it
Դու
short.
բայց դա պետք է կրվի, կապ չունի հաշիվը։
Another corner. Any better luck this time round?
Ինչ գրողներ անում, արա չեմ ջոգում, եք հարտեզի վրա որ մեկնամ ես խառնում եմ իրար։
Point blank
Գիտեմ ես եմ
header!
պաս եմ տալի դեր։
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Դա արա իմ խաղցողը։
Beckham. Goulet. Knocks it into space. Distributed tidily. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Ոայ, քորա ոնց ջոգեց։
Well, the defence.
Լնդենով ոնց է պաս բռնում։
But that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Լնոյարը բռնեց, դաժե կենտրոնում չի տողում պաս տամ։
And that has left
Արա
him in
գնա
a
արա։
heap. That pass isn't the best. Ramon.
Ոայ։
Kakare.
Չելավ տունավ ես։
Stood up well to him there.
Արա կայնա վարա։
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Costa Curta. It's Bellingham. "75 minutes played. Raul. And it's Serginho. Tries to pass it through.
Ոնց արա։
The referee has given a corner.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 11.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while. Morata getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
He scores! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Spain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Goulet, ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. That's Beckham. Bellingham. Serginho. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Kagawa.
Պրծի դե լավ դե։
Gone for a throw-in. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And he's forced to go back.
Վելի վերջած սպասերը գնաց ասեմ։ Չո։
Ramon.
Il quarto uomo indica 2
No,
minuti di
no way
recupero.
through there.
Yeah. What a smart kar չէի տեսել։
Played out to the right. Sergio Roberto. Swings in across. And it's hoisted clear. Great chance! And that's that. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Van Nistelrooy.
Ատել ես մի հատն էլ անեմ ու մտնենք դիվիզիան նիկները։ Մնաց 120 աչուկ։ Ափսոսը 3 հատով է։
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, I quite like the look of the defender Pavlovic because he seems to be a very good...
Rabiot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal
Չէ,
with that.
բոտա, զադոն եմ անում, չասին դախտը։ Բայց ուզեմ ախամ լեգենդն է։
And it's
Լեգենդը
been
քուլ
taken
շուտ են։
short. Modric with the cross.
Ուրեմն զորը խաղել է։
Spain have the chance to go the other way.
Ինչի թույլ է։
Played out to the left flank. And it's Serginho. He is through here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Լեգենդը քուլ չի։
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Fofana tries to clear. Beckham. There's the shot! And that has been cleared. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Չասրի։
Modric defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Yapե, հասին է։
That's a throw.
Բորը դե լավ է,
Here's
ինչ
Rafael
կորպուս
Leao.
է դնում։
Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo.
Yeah,
And here's
արա թե
Rafael
չարա։
Leao.
Հələ
And
սրան
it's
նայ արա։
Fofana. Salamakers. Beckham. Goulet. Kagawa.
Դերը նայ
That's well
ուտա։
seen too. In with the challenge. Van Nistelrooy.
Հələ նայ
Has
արա։
been cut short.
Այդ
Now it's
էսն դե
Pulisic.
ալնամ ապա, այդ նույն բանը։
And it's Kagawa.
Արա էս ինչ։
No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Van Basten. Van Nistelrooy. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Out to the left it goes. Raul. Well
Վա։
seen. Saw that coming.
That was
Maybe
well
we
played,
can pause it.
well
Solid.
stopped.
He's a sharp little ball here. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. Kagawa, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Goulet. And it's Kagawa. Kagawa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Raul. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he gets rid in a hurry. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Mateus. Passes short and sharp. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Van Basten. Pavlovic tries to clear. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well timed, excellent interception.
Ora Gennara.
Raul. Serginho. Very nicely done. Kagawa. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal.
Ora.
And it had to be.
Offside.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Bellingham.
Yine yarayka Bellingham.
Aims beyond the defence.
Ora
He's
sitte
through, now is he
bounced.
in? And the finish!
Молодец, Апу.
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Raul.
Ora della Belli.
Now it's Kagawa. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Either side giving way, it has been tight. Oh no, what has happened here?
Ora.
Bartasagi. And it's Rabiot. Now Modric. And it's Fofana. Salmakas knocks it into space.
Yara bekar var.
Goulet. And it's Kagawa.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Raul. That's Van Nistelrooy. And it's Kagawa. Clipped into space.
Whoa! Ora. Non diceva mega talo.
And the first 45 minutes are
Πώς
up.
μπρνετς ora.
So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we are back underway.
Ровно, спотав.
So neither side has yet broken
Ну
through.
не буца матацам жогумас. Offside ара.
Really well taken goal.
Ինչ ձևա մտածում։
Goulet is always looking to...
Ora
Oh,
lava,
could be
ora.
caught out here. Costa Curta. Kagawa.
Ара да гена էլի արա, да գենա էլի արա։
Any rhythm in the passing department.
Նորից ձևա։
Bartasagi. Bartasagi, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And this is Kagawa. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Goulet. And the shot's on here. Played out wide. And it's made its way to him. Oh, what a climb! That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Goulet. Goulet going face-to-face with his great rival. Kagawa caresses it through. Pavlovic clears it away. Now it's Pulisic.
Yeah.
Now this
Get
could
on,
be a
get
chance. He could be in here.
Լավ պրծանք։
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was...
Header!
Բռնեց արա։
Quality save. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. This looks promising.
Yeah.
Now it's Rafael Leao.
Orale.
Pulisic. Oh, important interception. Beckham is always looking to play quality balls.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, kuchasri. Արա դե լավ արա հետ
Better, and so
գնաց
did
արա։
he. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing
Արա
stare.
գնացեք արա։
Pass wasn't good enough.
Գնդան արա։ Հենց գլխին ջոգում ես։
Van Nistelrooy powering forward here, and it's Kagawa. And here's Van Basten. That has been slung wide. That's the keeper's ball. Modric, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Great ball, and he's in here. Chance for a shot!
Հոսի
That's
գորա։
it! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Մորալստն այ։
So the first goal. Can he finish?
Բռնեց արա։
Oh, split second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter.
It's a mighty effort. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That looks a good ball through.
Ի,
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Rafael Leao. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
մորալստն այ արա։
That's good running with the ball. Now it's Rafael Leao. Time and again they are repelled. Raul. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done.
Մոլոդեց ապեն, ատու,
Salmakas. Raul does well to get it back. Beckham. Ambitious ball here. Spread neatly. Goulart receives it in a wide position. Oh, smashing header! He has done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Մորալը։
Incoming delivery. In once more. And the ball is out of play.
Ոնց էր վրա տվել։
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Goulart. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Milan have reclaimed it. Referee has just said play on. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Van Basten. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And time is
Sure.
up. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together?
Զարադանիքը չեմպիոնատը կա։ Հիմա դիամալ տու։ Չերերը, բա ուր են հանք, հա այսա։ Լրիվ ձերի բաներ ենք վերցում։ Արա յամալը լավն է։ Այսի որ տա լավ է։ Յամալ, այսքանի մեջից, մի հատիկ յամալ բեր։ Անց յամալ, պարյամալ։ Արա լավ, չէ սարա, այսում բերի, արա Ռոմելո Լուկակու։ Լավ չի։ Ուր արա։ Զադանյա։ Այդ Լուկակուն ինչ ա որ։ Լավ էս ամատ էսի խաղանք։ Էսի ինչ էր արա։ Էսի պրծել աղբեր։ Էսի որ խաղաս, չեմ էլ հիշում սկի։ Իտալյան կլուբ։ Հələ փորձենք ռեզերվ։ Ռոմելո Լուկակուն չի խաղում իտալական ակումբում։ Սենց։ Չի թողելու, թողելու է։ Լուկակյու ենք մցրել։ Ռմտի։ Լուկակուին փորձակ ենք հլը։
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Romelu Lukaku, his physical characteristics are very impressive. They're always likely to attract the most attention, of course, but for me, it's not just that he's big and he's quick, it's his willingness to go direct with the ball at his feet, to take his man on, be brave and just head for goal. That's what makes him quite lethal.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Lukaku. Good ball over the top. No joy this time. Rafael Leao. Cannavaro. Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely spread. He is through here. Chance for a shot. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And Del Piero! De Bruyne. Now it's Van Basten. Nice looking ball. Chips it through. Van Basten gets into some space. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And reclaimed it in a trice. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Del Piero goes looking wide. Del Piero has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Del Piero really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And that's a throw-in. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Del Piero.
Ora le perde cara.
Chance!
Questo vedere.
And he's done it!
Ay Keziban.
That really is quite fabulous. All
Il
his
perro
own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
A 1-0 lead established.
Ay Keziban.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He has found the way through.
Ora le denied.
A hefty challenge, but oh, he's been caught napping. Nicely shaped cross. And that's the keeper's ball. Now that's well seen too.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Çalhanoğlu. Great vision. Good ball over the top.
Ora hossa var.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Rafael Leao bops him off it and wins back the ball. De Bruyne. That's good play. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Mateus. That has not gone well. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And here's Van Basten. Oh, he's put Van Basten!
Oh,
It's bounced back off the post. Mateus. Nice control. Out to the left it goes. And it takes a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Ուրը շխփում այ ախպերնյակ, արա։ Այս ինչ արեց, թռավ։ Նա թռավ։ Թռավ, նա թռավ։ Պաբիձիլի։ Աթիցն ոսկի քերինգ։ Երկրորդ թեյր։ Լավ, հելանք մտանք դիվիզիոն ուշում։ Հելանք մտանք դիվիզիոնները տառապելու։ Տնանք ես ինչ տվեց։ Երեխվան Իգերովնի սոկունա դալնի պատկուկի Ալի ուդարի Կունանք Ինչ կարամ բնեմ Սպասով Մասի ապսուս է Различные контролы. Различные контролы каналы. Next one's there, yeah? Therefore was хотевший. Да, Точка. Değmiş bile olayım. Anlıyorum bildiğim. Nasıl anken? Yapışayım. Ne kadar lazım bir şey. Kontrolümden gitsin. Bir de. Young. Stop. Auf. Genannt. Araçıha.
Pedri. چی خوابه
So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well,
Look
Peter,
here,
it's
Leora.
not very often you look at your goalkeeper as a source of inspiration, but I think
Tries a shot!
Orası da
Alessandro
resim çema
Del
ana.
Piero, another ice
Resim
cool
gol giren
goal!
kara.
well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a
Hepsi bir
player of his
olmuş.
caliber can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match
Orası
for that
şaka
defence to
atar
prevent
bunlar.
it happening again.
Resim bazım.
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get
Wow.
across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Hayır
Well, it
yurtta
seems
be.
as if he's just had a
Redlik
momentary
kalmaz.
lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to
Durara.
get his head up.
Now it's Pedri. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Orası gol giren kara. Orası Fabius kız bir tane.
Oh, he's
Resim
given
çıkın
it away.
kanıma.
He is through here. Vieri! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, that was certainly
Just
impressive,
a
Peter.
normal upper-
Great run, just
It's Basho! Oh, he's been caught napping.
Öyle daha iyi ara.
Cross deflected behind for a corner. And we have our very first corner. Baggio plays it short. Here comes the... Oh, smashing header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Turan
Or he
really must be
cannot.
thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Pele. Pedri. He's got away. Pedri with the cross. A mighty
Orada
effort.
var.
Didn't quite get enough on that.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
That looks a cracking ball. Van Basten proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Can he get it through? And there's Van Basten!
Orada var.
And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Orada be.
So what can they make of this?
Spain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Played back into the centre. Howson. That has not gone well. Now, can they get him away? Neymar showing great feet there. Pele.
Eline iş tırttı be spası.
It's out for a goal kick.
Orası gol giren kara. Herkes ben.
Davids, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Pele.
Yeah.
Eases him off the ball.
Da.
Vieri, done delicately. And no, that was never going to make it. Pedri
Önünde ne yaram bu?
tries to pass it through. Neymar. He's having a shot! He would have been quick to recover this. No, no way through. And it's Belletti. Now it's Goulet. Can he get on the end of this? Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now there's
Çem
a
karım
fine ball.
arka numara.
Whatever he had in
Çem
mind,
karım.
that was not it. Goulet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pedri, spread out to the left.
Ara uşut stream.
Certain amount of room for debate here, but
Ara
a
atma
kick's been given.
mutlulukta da.
Stood up well to him there.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Could try cutting inside here. Hangs in across. Oh, well played, well played. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Great vision. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
St Mirren clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Great chance! Locatelli. João
What a love,
Cancelo. Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. And he shoots!
Bravo.
He scores! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That is so... And the half-time whistle goes. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So once again, we're underway. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now he's off and running. And it's Neymar. Looking for options for movement. Neymar. Neymar goes steaming forward. Pedri. Spain looking to pass their way through.
Awesome.
Cannavaro. Thuram. Well, they've got it again. Pogba. Oh, good spread. And he's managed to get free. It's gone loose. Pele. Nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's it. That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Belletti. And it's Rijkaard. And Güler.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Arda Güler. And it's a corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking to play him in. Pedri. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Climbs up big! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Neymar. He's a sharp little ball here. And he cuts out the supply. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And back to the keeper. Now that looks a decent ball. Now who's going to be first to this? Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Ora no,
Wins the duel this time.
İyi.
Just about up to 75 minutes. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Rijkaard. And he's forced to go back. And it's Serginho. That's a cute ball. Oh, played through for the wide man.
Ora no,
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Spain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
İyi. Ora.
Neither of these two. He's going for goal! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Neymar clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Well played, well sorted out. Roberto Baggio, he's picked his way through, played in with purpose. De Gea claims it, safe hands.
Ora Turara.
And it's Pogba. Van Basten. Goulet. 5 minutes left on the clock. Pedri.
Ora գնացեք արա։
Most accurate pass. He's gone
Հələ
forward.
նայ ոնց մեռած պասը գնաց հասապտեր։
Balotelli. Baggio running with the ball. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Ora մեռել են սաղ ախպեր։
Van Basten. Looking for a runner. Oh, super find. Neymar proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, good looking ball.
Չկորցա ախպեր ora։
And that will be it.
Ատուրին։
A good watch, a
Really
really good
առաջ
watch.
խաղն էր,
Both sides toiling to
Ուսովոր
try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be,
Ուսովոր
and they're
վիճակ։
all square. Pelé, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points. And it ended...
Առաջին ինչ են։ Տեղի շարժը բավական։ Այսի ինչ էր որտես։ Այ քեզ բան։ Որս ինչ անսովոր վիճակ էր։ Вообще անսովոր վիճակ է։ Հեսա կռոշ պլատֆորմա անջիտելու եմ, ապա ես կլավիատուրով եմ խաղում, գոնե թո կոմպերի դեմ խաղամ։ Ես խաղից տո անջիտելու եմ կռոսը։ Մալդինյակ։ Մալդինյակ։ Օրո։ Հորը էսո վարա օրս։ Որես ինչ թիմ ուներ արա։ Գժանած, էսի ջարդելու է ապեր։ Ուշ բալետանող կանզի,
The
ուշ։
noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Գժբաց եկել է երևա։
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner.
What a
You just
love.
feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Yo.
Messi going face to face with his great rival.
Լովնա։
Neither
Ora
of these
isti
two want to
çanu.
come off second best.
Բռնի արա։
And Messi!
Չէ, ապա շատ
He
ուժեղ ախր։
scored!
Listen, the big names earn
Նա
their
տուրի շատ
reputations
ուժեղ
for
էր ախր։
precisely the reason
Չէի
you
կարում
just
դեմել,
said.
խաղցող
They
չէր
have a
գալի։
habit of making their
Թեյլով
presence felt,
խաղցող
and
չէր
here we
գալի։
are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Ապա շատ կամաց են խաղում, թե նոր եմ
I
սկսել
doubt very
դրանից,
much
ապա
that this was
չի։
in the script.
Հրնայ ոնց է
And he's
իքում արա որ
onside.
սարը։
And a chance!
Հլստե արա։
It's in! Not one, but two. It is a dream
Չէ, էսի
start.
լսելու է։
Oh, he did so well
Քիննել է
to
շատ
hold his
ուժեղ։
run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
And yes, it's
Ոչ
him
կամաց են արա
again.
պաստալի արա։
Barcelona
Ora
are
de.
now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Արա չի վազում
They
մի թավոր
back
ապը։
into the centre. And here's Mbappe. He's got away.
Հրնայ արա ոնց է։
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cross is blocked, and
Շատ
that's a
ուժեղ
corner.
ապը, հետն է թիմը։
Spain with the corner, they're first.
Օրա սարը վեսի։ Բլոկա
It's a
դնամ
pretty
արա։
loose pass. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Goulet. Great vision.
Offside։
Vieira cuts it out.
Չի տալի ապը նորմալ նա, դուրի լնայ։
Not the most accurate pass. Pelé. Well read, and the danger is averted. Neymar will not... Can he finish?
Ո բռնեց սարը։
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Serginho. just
Չի
eases
տալի
him
արա,
off the ball.
արելիս 20 արա։
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Arda Güler.
Արա չի թողում արա։
Güler showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort
Արա
it
ոնց
out.
չխփեց արա։
Güler is herring after
Հրնայ
that
ոնց
one.
եկավ հասավ։
And it's Roberto Carlos.
Spain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Pedri proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's heaved it away. That's a cute ball. There's the header! Oh, no, he's got that wrong. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos going full tilt down the left. It's a
Շատ
throw-in.
ուժեղ ապը։ Այսի որ 2-0 պրծնի լավ ասած։
Van Dijk, a player who needs no introduction. Passes short and sharp. Spain are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Neymar. And it's Arda Güler. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he's making progress on the ball. And it's Bellingham. Ball played for Rijkaard. And this is Van Basten. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Bellingham driving through the middle.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicked it back promptly. Bellingham tries to play it through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
إيه اللعبة
Un minuto de
It's come
descuento.
through and he's had a quick look inside. That's good play. Roberto Carlos could try cutting in. Climbs up big!
وأختص برد
Oh, and with that, the
شوية
half-time
زورة
whistle
سرعة
goes.
تعطي futbolistleri seçen
Some first
bazı.
half thoughts?
Spain really are
Really?
lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 12, el dorsal 9, Neymar, el dorsal 14. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 19, el dorsal 6.
And the second
el
half
dorsal
gets underway.
22.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can
ورد
unsettle them.
اللعبة لي ولا قد تصير على إنترنتنا اللعبة.
Serginho. Decent progress down the left. Oh, good read.
Orayı
read that
orayı
really
futbol
well and
kafası var ha.
It's their second corner of the game. Cleared
Oray
without hesitation.
Keziban.
And now a sudden chance to counter. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Rijkaard. Mateus is having a shot! He has done it! The second half off to a spectacular start. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Bullet is the team's great visionary. Messi. Pings it across. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Mateus. Spread out to the left. Rijkaard. Into the channel.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here. Kachu! Cleared away. Taken back almost at once. And it's Serginho. It'll be a throw-in. Mateus's delivery. Firmly met. He's tried one! They've got to be quick to recover this. And now they can clear their lines.
Հլն այ ուր տվեց արա, հլես կրիսին նայ, հլն այ արա գնաց
Still
մտավ
have the
հետև
cards to
արա,
affect this game. Belletti. Goulet. Nicely worked. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
what's
That's
a
great
passing,
positioning. So good from him.
And he was alert to it. Mateus. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
վր չի տալի արա,
And he's forced to go back. Over to the other side.
Well spotted.
հլն այ
That's a
արա
nice
ոնց է
idea, but
պասը,
the execution was lacking. Nicely aimed pass.
վայ,
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
ահա,
Spain disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Very nicely done. Great ball, and he's in here. Quality ball. Foot in.
չի շարժվում,
That's
ապա,
a lovely, neat pass. And it's Roberto Carlos. That's tidy. And he's managed to get free. Played in by... Oh, smashing header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
ապսոս արա, մխվանք, հա,
Cambio de jugadores en España. El
մխվանք
dorsal
արա,
We have got
այսի
changes
աչքից,
here, from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 8. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious
Listen,
by not getting the
Kyle
ball into
Mara.
the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Messi. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
Habrá
2 minutes to be added on. And he was quick to react. Serginho. Raul. Oh, a delicate chip through. Gets his head on it!
ողջ,
And he was there to get a vital
ողջ
touch.
շմատով
Really
արա,
anticipated that well, didn't he? Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
And it's been taken short.
տուր արա չի տալի արա,
That's that. Spain perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score.
Oh,
They
what
clearly
a-
feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, after all of that,
ապսոս
Jim,
էր արա, արա բեմից ոնց նորը կերա, նա պարտություն նա ֆիչա, խայտարակ սկիզբ ախպեր, խայտարակ սկիզբ, Orası hiç kamera bölüm. Neyse inşallah valla. Ay Kezban. İnternete zgina sonra. O, Gringo. Молодец. Diyorsun çok kering. Până și tot. O să scriem la vetang. Vezi kovali gănați de la internet. Ce sunt cam hecaf. Der in forma vekam apere. Matimana în care de ușă tămărână. Ora absolut sağ ucağına noras kısa sağ demkere ne yapıyor?
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Sağsta mesela to mirar.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway.
Well, someone I'm really looking forward to seeing is one of a kind, El Diego. The word legend is badly overused in our world, Peter. But he qualifies with room to spare. An absolute genius.
Just watching a guy play is a thrill. He's so different, just brilliantly different.
Can beat teams pretty much on his own.
Nicely shaped ball, and he's intervened well there. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And that's aimed in. Pedri! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
And it's Neymar. Robertson. And it's Neymar. No, he's not getting his way this time. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Messi. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters.
Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul.
Carving to Lara, yeah. But the Mazina
No messing about. It is red. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity. And that is a routine catch.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
Robertson. Neymar.
What?
Referee's given it. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Pele. And that could set him on his way.
Oh, no.
A heavy challenge.
No point.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Rijkaard. Now it's Pele. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Drives it in.
What a love, what a...
De Gea claims it, safe hands. Carvajal. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good switch, that.
Now it's Pato.
Good
Tries to play it through.
Ora Carlos
And this is
again.
Roberto Carlos. Tries a shot.
No, vero.
There it is.
Oh, kiss goal.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Yeah,
That's just
love
clever.
what
He made the
it's
keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. So, what can they come up with here?
What a love, what
Oh,
a...
fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nicely aimed pass. And here's Van Basten. Van Basten powering forward here. Cross into the box. That's a decent clearance. Messi. Roberto Carlos. Pass, but can he get there? And this is Pato.
Really well
Spread out to the left. Played out wide. And it's Robertson. Dunk. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Neymar picks it up out wide. Robertson is in a really good position out wide.
Kerang. Ora listana yara. Morris.
It's a goal.
Ay kes bahtara.
In a trice, and they are
Boy,
soaring.
Morris sara besumeres pasling kara.
Pato duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Արա չի խփում արա մորս ժամերով ուտարը սանը արա
Neymar. Rijkaard makes the
Գնա արա
interception. Doué. Serginho. And he was quick to react.
Habrá 2 minutos de
մորս
descuento.
սրվնեիշ խաղա գրեմ արա
Robertson. Now Neymar.
արա գնա
Looking for a
արա
run. Oh, super ball. And the shot! He's got it all! And right on half-time, that is telling. There's the whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Se ruega a su madre que acuda a recogerlo a la puerta 21.
սարը բախտի վրա երկու հատ մոզը գոլ խփեց արա
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 11. El dorsal
So off we
21
go once more.
serán sustituidos por
Spain can
el
really
dorsal
do with
22.
some bigger names
El
standing up
dorsal
here.
9.
At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Un cambio de jugadores.
Now it's Pato. Played back in.
Այ քեզ գլխով պաս
And it's Neymar. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, it's Van
Արա նայ ուր տվեց արա
Time.
վայ
Excellent
մորս
interception.
արա լավ
Van
էլի
Basten
դե ախպեր դե
is
բդրա մարակ
offering
կազմեց
some sort
բայիշ
of an
կանա
apology there.
հրը նայ արա
He's had a shot.
վայ հոս
He's scored. A two-goal lead.
արա սես
and
բան
they're
չկա
firmly in
մորս
control.
սես
Messi at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's
Բայց
obviously
չեմ ավատա
etched in
մանգեր
his
ինչա
mind now.
կատարվում Նատուրի չեմ ջոգում ես ինչա
So the lead
կատարվում արա
now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Արա նը մորս սաղին ոնց
And
եմ
this is Pato.
ներվանցած բերում վրեն արա
Just a beat.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a
Italy.
very good conversion rate.
Maradona touches it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Վայ արա
This has gone, presumably for offside. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Carvajal. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Looking to play him in. Great chance! And it's fallen
Արա ուր ես
kindly
խփում
here.
արա
Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they
Արա
get.
փախել են սա Մարչ կա պես եմ
Spain do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
մորս սրվում նստե արա
He's having a shot!
մորս սարը
Yes!
որիշ ինչ
And
բորդա
they are
կարա
pulling clear here.
That's just downright fabulous. Both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
Բորդակ չի ապրես խայտարակ էր
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Now it's Pele.
Վրնայ արա կայնա վարա հսրանց արա
Neymar.
մեջերով
Move
պասին
up
անցնում
again
արա
here. Now it's
Whoa.
Maradona. Looking for options for
վրնայ
movement. He's got away. He's a sharp little ball here.
վրնայ արա
Little pass back.
արա
Vicious ball
արա
here.
նստե արա արա ամոթա խայտարակ ես ու արա Չի կարա տես բան լինի, արա, այ չիտերներ արա։
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Messi. Neymar.
Որը մորը սրը բլա։ Հələ ո՞նց արա։
Right card! And now they can spring out of defence.
Ո՞նց մորը սրը բլա։
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Dunk has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm he is therefore off.
Արա տուր արա։
Sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Pele.
Արա չի խփում արա։
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Carvajal. Rijkaard. Decent
Արա
shot!
բռնեց արա, մորը սավեյան է խփել
That was
ռիվակը։
quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Խայտարակություն ապը։ Սարով։
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal
So,
15.
time
Dura
for
ahí,
changes
Annas.
on both sides, actually.
El dorsal 20. Cambio de jugadores.
And the
Արա
finish!
բռնեց արա։
And that is a truly
Արա
outstanding save.
շիտերնոց
It's
արա
almost
էսի
like he
արա։
had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Corner number 2 then. Pele plays it short.
Այ, գնաց։
And now a sudden chance to counter. It's played through for him. He's through, it's one-on-one.
Դաշի շուտ արա, արա, հելի տեղից է
Well, his positioning was
տաննասու։
just spot on, and he made the goal.
Արա
with an
չկա
awful
սենց
lot
բան
of
ախպեր, արա։ Արա մորը սրը
Defence
ինչ
just
է
about
կատարում
came
արա։
out on top, but they were certainly tested. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, shooting chance! He has done it!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Spain give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout.
Արա նա արա։
And it's Maradona. He's in a great position here.
Yeah.
And he's managed to get
Արա
free.
ո՞ւմ։
Pato! He scores! You don't
Ay,
keep
kiss
those out.
ball.
He knew.
Պոշպոն
He just
չունեմ, ապը
knew.
Well,
պարզվում
that's an
ախպեր
incredible shot.
ընդհանրապես։
The dip and
Դա
the
ինչքան
curl he
սս
managed to
խփեմ
get
գերի
on it.
5 օրոց կարմիր
Impeccable
քարտ ունի
technique,
արա։
Peter.
Նա
Absolutely
արա կայնաստը
impeccable.
գնդակը վերցնա։
So now the difference is 3. Pele.
Մորսով չեն շարժվում, ընկեր, մի բան ինչ։ Նա ինչ դանդաղ են խաղում ախպեր։
And the shot's on here. And this is Bernardo Silva. And the shot!
Օրոյ քեզի բան։
Now, how often do you see that?
Ախպեր շինի։ Երկու կարմիր քարտով մարդը գրեմ ախպեր։
Oh no, this does not look good. Goes for a shot! It's in! And they are right back within touch! An act of charity gratefully received.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were
Հələ նա
never
արա
gonna get
ոնց
away
է
with
բռնում
that kind of
պաս արա։
sloppiness.
So is this the start of a comeback? He's in plenty of space here. And it's Rijkaard.
Լնայի արա մորը սորը
Crunching tackle.
Օրեսի երկարա եթում արա
Neymar. Well seen. Saw that coming.
Միջև դու
He read
որոշը
that really well and stopped it.
Here comes the cross.
Մորը սրբ
And
կրեց
that's
ապա
that.
ջոգում ես երկու կարմիր քարտը
Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty...
Տասիրիկ մի օր հանեց Որը շատ դանդաղ են խաղում ախպեր 66-րդ տեղա բռնում Շատ դանդաղ վիճակ է Օրես ինչ թվեր ունեն սրանք արա
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
España y la Lazio.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Raphael Varane. He's solid in the air, Peter. He's tough and...
Up he goes! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Lazio finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That's a sharp pass. Rijkaard. Grealish. He's shifting through the gears here. Pele. Serginho's cross. Maldini attempts a clearance.
Արա դե համարը թեքել եմ գնա էլի
Best. Now it's Eto. Well timed, excellent interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, it's a nice idea,
Let's
but
stay
the execution was lacking. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Goulart going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Grealish. Pele, out towards the flank. Here comes the cross.
Oh
Spain clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Oh, easy pickings there, and that's gone loose. Spain are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Not the most accurate pass.
Orada ne
That looks a
yazmadılar?
cracking ball. And this is Bale, delivered across. Not the most convincing of passes. Bellingham. And they're quick to get it back. Threads one in.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Pelé. Tries to pass it through. It's a good foot in there. And that has put paid to that. That's a cute ball. Chips it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Serginho. He's picked his way through. Owen. Buffon claims comfortably. 30 minutes gone. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That has been cut short. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Arada laveli մի մտեք հետևներ արա։
Good read.
He read that really well.
Որը
and stopped
նայ
it.
չի կարում աստանով կանի։
Knocks it out wide.
Spain have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And it's Arda Güler. Bellingham.
Spain really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Best. Well read, nice interception. Pelé. And he was quick to react. Pull it. Spread out to the left. Bellingham.
Orada ne urta betsara մորը սրբխի։
Oh, it's Rijkaard. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that.
What a love joke
They have
it's
every
Ara.
right to be.
And that interception was most
Բնն
necessary.
նայ
That
արա։
was well played. Well
Մորը
stopped.
սրբ։
Now this could be a chance. Can he finish? Now who's going to be first to this?
Յո,
Oh,
ո՞ն
he's
ինչ
been
օրը
caught
գիրվող։
napping. That's really well manoeuvred. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Spain leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Bellingham. Grealish. That is ended up in no man's land. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's clever. Best. There's the... climbs up big!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ե,
And he's
փախավ
well
արա։
positioned here.
Արա փախտի
Oh, he's
քուեն։
a shot!
Յոգիրիշ
That
գոլ է
was
ուտում արա։
superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out.
Ibrahimovic! That's a half-decent try. Belletti. And it's Arda Güler. Pelé looking
Ara
to be
çtabet.
a menace in the final
Ստվեց
third.
արա հələ նայ։
Pass somewhat off target. Still just the single
Հələ
goal
նայ ուրա
between the
տալի արա։
sides. Bale. Nicely weighted ball. Decent chance!
Արա լավ արա, լավ արա։ Նա պասի պատճառով գոլ կերան կարա։
They are right back
Արա
in
ջոգիր
business.
ուտվեց արա։
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes
What?
to seize the initiative from here.
Was there ever any doubt? Oh, what has happened here? Cafu.
Vah, kara.
Throw it. Rijkaard. Bellingham. Grealish. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp, and the pass is intercepted. Oh, good-looking ball. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
What you
Good
get
still
that?
possession, this. Grealish. Pelé. He's cut it out. Nice-looking ball. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Grealish. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Looking for the run. Now that's well seen too. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, played through for the wide man. Pull it.
More sort of.
And the counter is on. That's a shade optimistic. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, but
Goal! Spain! And again they hit the front.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Goulet. Owen. Spain looking to pass their way through. And it's Arda Goulet.
Spain clearly have been instructed to
Ara
kill this
de la
off.
veli.
Offence is the best form of defence.
Հələ նայ ուլա տալյարը խառնվան կիրար, սա վարի տվես խաղը։
Grealish. Goulet. Now it's Pelé. Grealish. And this is Grealish. Oh, there's a probing ball. Pull it.
Burası qalarız. Taraf.
Belletti. And it's Arda Goulet. Bale. Very much into the last knockings. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's on it. Can he get away? Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retreat. Oh, he's been caught napping. And this is Grealish. Grealish! Oh, it's fallen loose again! They've
Obres.
scored! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
Ya vel zaman չեմ անում։
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Clinical, just clinical. What a
Բռնեց արա։
game this is turning out to be for
Լավ
him.
բրծավ։
And time is up. Spain can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All
32 միավոր հանինք։ Չեն անա մարա։ Օրեսիշ կոմանդա։
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Lara beskisi morti. Եկավ որը վերջորը, ես սովերորը, Սպարտա բտլը, եսի ուժեղ կլնի, կոմպովեղ բանովեղ խաղում պլեստիշն։
So that's got things on the way. Parma have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4.
Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. It's
Or
not
just a
taken
car be
long,
that foul.
and that's going to be a booking. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Del Piero. Oh, that's fabulous.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality. But there's a player out there who's managed to avoid the helter-skelter and play a game of purity.
Fearless Pirlo.
Yeah, he coined the phrase regista, and he rules.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pirlo. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Cute
ball now, how can he reach it? There's the shot!
Oh,
it's come off the upright. Rijkaard. And Serginho. He's got away. Calmly anticipates. Serginho. And it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Serginho receives it in the right position. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Pedri. Looking to play him in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cafu cuts out the pass. Spain yet to have an attempt on goal. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Serginho. And it's Neymar. He's through here.
That's good play from him.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Goes for a shot!
Lovely.
Goal! Spain!
Lovely.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Distributed tidily, looking for the run. Oh, that was vital. Pelé looking to be a menace in the final third. Spain are enjoying a good spell right now and leading.
Into
the flank. Quality ball. Knocks it into space. It's Pelé! Oh, taken with style. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was...
Can he finish? No mistake. Back to within one. Interesting. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the trust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Neymar. Thuram is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Can he get on the end of this? That's good play. Opts to... And the shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Now it's Pelé. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Pelé is standing over this one. And this the perfect opportunity to create... Pelé!
Oh, well done for him to take the shot on. He did at least hit the target.
Cuts out the supply. Serginho. Belletti. And it's Rijkaard. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Ora brnet Sara.
Got to be quick to recover this.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's added a
Judge!
Ora inu khapet Sara.
And collective relief
Kesman.
etched on the faces of the defenders.
modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Pedri. Belletti. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Maldini with the foul, and it's Van Basten. Van Basten charging forward. It's Van Basten!
Ora brnet Sara. Ay kezi gol brnet.
Neymar takes the shot!
Ora laf Sara.
And that's off target.
Neymar clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Serginho is there, and he can pick it up.
Khal.
Il quarto uomo
Sakhal.
Plays it forward, and now the breakaway, and this is Ibrahimovic. Messi. Messi's
Ora.
got Pele! An attempt which, in hindsight, was
Sangam
probably
Motara.
just beyond him.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
De Gea.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Spain are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Lărba, wszystko samotność.
Sostituzione per il Parma. Numero 9. Ibrahimovic.
So off we go
Numero
once
7.
more.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 15. Alexandre Pato. Il numero 11.
Pedri.
Neymar.
Neymar out towards the flank, and he's managed to get free. And here's Neymar. Neymar appeared just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Looking tidy in possession here. Serginho's cross. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Neymar. Neymar takes control of it and he's on the move. Now he's got space here. Cross into the... Del Piero!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Parma appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Whoa.
Now it's Van Basten. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
So utelwing.
Well, it can be a real threat inside the box.
Balena yurat hala.
Undercooked.
Balena.
Powering forward here.
Ora nende.
Parma really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can
Ora
sustain it.
niçano mara var.
Now it's Neymar. Rijkaard.
Որ էս ինչ փագիլա փագյարա։
Now it's Pele. That
Որը
is
նայ ոնց
good
պաս տվեց։
alertness. Neymar. Goulart, who does have an assist to his name.
Արա գնա։
And it's Pedri. Now that looks a decent ball.
Չի խփում արա։
Oh, what has happened here? Oh, shooting chance!
Ոյ, ուրիշ։
Deftly away.
Օ։
Messi. Now it's Pato. Now it's Pele. And this is Van Basten. Van Basten showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pedri. Now it's Pedri.
Որը նա ուր տվեց արա։
Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Գնա ոնց ասանով կարես նոր
Messi
տվեց։
is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Cafu. And Neymar. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. Pedri. Rijkaard. Now it's Pele. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Pato. Neymar. Serginho. Can he get it through?
Լավ շտվեց։
Pirlo. Now, can they get him away?
Որա։
That's a risky ball,
Well,
you've
no,
got
no,
to
no.
say. Serginho. Neymar. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Pedri. Searching pass he's played there. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Thuram. And it's Messi. Lovely bit of skill. The final 5 minutes. Pato is a player who's always
Well,
giving
let's take-
defenders headaches. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure.
Parma really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Very much into the last knockings. Now it's Van Basten. Neymar picks it up out wide. Danger averted for now. And that's that.
Շտանք մի քիչ անենք գանք ապրելի կմտնենք։
In victory. They know that was a battle. They
Բիժամ,
know it
բիժամ,
could
բիժամ։
so easily have gone the other way. And they are
Պերևնակ անենք գանք։ Ու 31 միավոր է էսի տվեց։ Ատուֆտավ խաղցող էր։ Գնանք պերիվ անենք գանք ժողովուրդ։ Բերեք ուր պաուզա։